Advantage TV by Frontier.
It's time to mind your business with Howard Schwartz from the Connecticut Better Business Bureau. And with Valentine's Day only 2 days away, if you haven't made your plans for your loved one just yet, you might want to make it a priority. If you don't have any maybe ideas on how to mark the occasion, don't worry. Howard is here to help. So first and foremost, Valentine's Day has been around such a long time, but its meaning, I don't know how its meaning has changed.
Well, let's start off. It is a very old tradition. It dates back approximately 496 to the year 496.
Wow.
So it has endured, and you're right, it's changed in ways that we would have ever thought over the past several thousand years, and most so since the internet came into our lives.
Ooh.
Because now we can look for love online from a website or on a dating app from the comfort and safety of our own homes.
How popular is Valentine's Day?
It's very popular, and it's a big moneymaker as well for retailers.
Yes.
The National Retail Federation estimates almost 55% of Americans will be celebrating Valentine's Day this year, and the spending is expected to pump into the economy a record $95.5 billion. So that's big bucks. And that represents money spent on cards and eating out and gifts and candies and those types of things.
Like we're talking about like other holidays, like you see this similarly with New Year's Eve. People decide to go out to eat, to celebrate at a restaurant, but that time it can really get pricey. So I guess, how can you keep spending under control?
Well, that's a good question, and it's very tough, but you have to be willing. For example, if you can control your impulses, have a little celebration on Valentine's evening, and wait for a day for the rest, because prices come down, and Valentine's Day specific merchandise can be slashed anywhere from 15 to 50%. You can also get some reasonable deals on things like jewelry and lingerie. And look for coupons. You'll find them on social media as well as the retailers' websites. And those are great ways of saving money. You just have to take a little time to do so.
It's not necessarily about being cheap, but maybe getting more for your money.
I would prefer to hear it like that. It's not being cheap because, as we know, it can be very, very expensive to go out for a restaurant on Valentine's Day. For some folks, a card, flowers, and some candy will do well. If you're the creative type, you can inundate your love with sticky notes saying, "I love you," anywhere from the kitchen table to putting them on the mirror in the bathroom, or in your car at least. And for others, there are gift card, books of coupons you can enjoy all year long, or write out an untraditional, shall we say, promissory note for the future for celebration.
There you go. Well, we're running out of time, so I want to get to the tips that you were giving to keep the cost under control. Your first tip, first and foremost, you say a flower is a flower.
That's right. Cut flowers are considerably less expensive if you buy them at a supermarket instead of at a dedicated store.
Okay, what about share an experience?
Yeah, experiential gifts include a getaway next weekend or a dance lesson, a cooking class, something you both enjoy, go-karting, going to a spa.
How about a gift that you can both enjoy?
Yeah, plan a vacation, buy some sort of gadget, and it doesn't have to be an entertainment center, but there are tens of thousands of gadget gifts, and you might be surprised by some of the Valentine's Day themed board games that you can also find in a store.
When all else fails, ask friends is the next tip.
Yeah, hopefully you'll be asking the right friends. Men and women should consult friends of both genders to find out what they do.
And last but not least, you do have a message for all the guys out there who might save things to the last minute.
Yeah, if you save it till the last minute or forget about it, then you're doing so at your own peril. We can suggest that don't make the same mistake next year.
There you go. Howard, thank you so much for joining us and giving us all those good cost-effective ways to celebrate.
Always a pleasure, Amanda.
Coming up next for you on today's Family First.